Hi, this is Mark Snyder with Worshipsong Band. I'm going to show you a new capability in Worshipsong Band called NDI. NDI stands for Network Device Interface. It comes from a company called NewTek, and they offer a free software development kit which you can use to integrate NDI into your application and then therefore put video out over a networked interface. So the way this is integrated into Worshipsong Band basically is it is an additional output that works in conjunction with the current external display as an alternative to the current external display. So you can still output your lyrics and backgrounds to an external display just like Worshipsong Band does now, but you can also turn on NDI and output a network-based version of the external display with a couple of changes. And the reason these changes are there is to give you a couple of options that you might want to be able to do to support your application in your service. So if you look on the lyric display tab of Worshipsong Band here, you'll see a new tab called NDI. And NDI, basically, these settings are all under here, and they're pretty simple. This bar is a options to either turn NDI off, to show NDI with the main lyric style, to show NDI with the alt lyric style, or to show both the main and the alt if you're using two lyric styles together to do like two languages, which I don't think many people are doing, but it is in there. Um, and so the main and alt lyric styles can be different. So like you can have a different font size, different position of the lyrics on the screen for your main lyric style and for your alternate lyric style. And the reason that's there is if you're using, for instance, Worshipsong Band for your main lyric style to drive your main output for your house, like with like the lyrics in the center, you might want to put smaller lyrics down in the bottom for your live stream, and so you can use the alternate lyric style to do that, and then basically drive main and live stream with the same Worshipsong Band copy, driving both at once. The next one down is show background or alpha background. Um, and basically, what an alpha background is, that's a computer term that basically means that the background will be transparent, totally transparent. And so what you would see in that case is your text and your outline backgrounds would show, but the actual background of your slide, like the image or video, would not show in the alpha background. And so you could then overlay like a live camera or another source in another program. You could overlay that with the output from Worshipsong Band's NDI. And then this is resolution 720p or 1080, or the two. Most NDI players will let you scale the resolution. I capped it at 1080 or at 1920 at HDMI because I think having 4K go over NDI might be a lot. I could be wrong, and maybe we'll switch that in the future. But I think that the image quality you'll get out of HDMI if you scale it should be just fine. I'm not anticipating issues there, but we'll see. Um, and so if I now hide my Worshipsong Band image, what you'll see is um, my NDI image. I'm going to load a song. And I'm going to turn on my NDI image here. Okay, so now in OBS I've turned on my MDI image. I don't have anything under it, so what I have is a background which appears black, but it's really transparent. So if I turn on now my webcam here, you'll just see whatever I have in the background. Then you see that the Worshipsong Band lyrics with the alpha channel is overlaying the video coming from my webcam. And so now I can basically have my live lyrics overlaying my video. So if I then go and play my song,
I've been set free. My God, my Savior has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace.
so it's in sync. It's just like the external display, except it's going over the network. And then if I go to my alternate lyric style settings here, so I'll show Worshipsong Band again, just to show you these settings. If I change any of these, then my NDI will change in my overlay. So if I go to like top justification, center justification, bottom, all caps, mixed case, um, change my to turn that off, to turn it on, that outline, go to like the block style like that, for instance, or the black ones with the white. Any of those styles that I can do in the lyrics now just overlay my video. So it gives me kind of a lower thirds kind of thing, basically, or an upper like that. Um, and if I turn on in my settings, if I actually go to my NDI tab and turn on show background, I now am overlaying my whole um, image. My whole webcam is now being overwritten by the image there, so I'm not seeing it anymore. And if I turn that background back off, go back to alpha background, and then I turn off my webcam and turn on, like this is just a base image here, then I've just got a different image that's not part of Worshipsong Band, but is being layered in underneath the NDI by in this case, the OBS player. But keep in mind, the same thing works with a program like ProPresenter. So ProPresenter takes NDI as an input, so then you could take the NDI feed from Worshipsong Band and overlay it on your ProPresenter looks, and then use Worshipsong Band's built-in lyrics to be the lyric display in ProPresenter. And then like from ProPresenter, I know some people stream from that using Resi and stuff, but so if you wanted to do something like that, you could. And what this would mean is that if you're willing to use Worshipsong Band's built-in lyrics, you would not need to use lyrics in ProPresenter. Like you wouldn't have to have a slide for each lyric. You just have to have a slide like for each background per song or whatever you're going to do. And the whole idea behind all of this really is to save you time and trouble and enable you to do more with the integrated capabilities that Worshipsong Band has. And so this is just an optional thing. It'll be basically in the Windows and the Mac version of Worshipsong Band. And you'll be able to try it and hopefully make it work for you in your worship services.